Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing, reacting, and giving constructive criticism to my nail submissions here on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for this video. Hey guys, so I'm going to be looking at one of my nail submissions. It is from It's Barbie Girl CC on Instagram. I'm going to put her work right here on the side of me. She says, I just recently found your channel and I think your work is amazing. Thank you. I just started doing nails October 23rd. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 5 years, focused on hair and makeup. I wanted to know if you could give me some tips on shaping. What file should I use to get a good clean shape? I also wanted to know if you had any advice for using transfer paper. I use the Marquette transfer glue and I can never get a clean transfer. Also, any other critiques would be greatly appreciated. I really love doing nails so far and would love to keep growing. Thank you so much for doing this. You're welcome. So I am going to be inserting some of her work here. I'm going to take a look at the first picture here. Okay, so we have some rhinestones and we have some sticker decals, it looks like, or these might be the foils that you were talking about. So when it comes to shaping, your shaping looks pretty good. Like you said, you just started. This is pretty good for a beginner. I would not critique this too harshly, since you just did start, and you are a licensed cosmetologist, but you're just now getting into nails. I can kind of see your apex in your work. It looks really good. One thing I will say though that you could work on for this particular set are the applications of the butterflies, excuse me. Just try to align them a little bit better. I know stickers are really hard to work with. I personally do not like to put stickers on top of my work because like I notice like they get elevated and they raise up again, and I just don't like that. So I typically do encapsulate a lot of my stickers that I am using. When it comes to your stones, they are cute. If that was the look that she was going for, definitely go for it. But definitely if you want to start looking into some stone designs. Me personally, like if you guys don't know, if you haven't been following me, you guys know like I haven't been doing nails too long. Like I graduated from nail school May 2019 and was doing nails for like 6 months, and then COVID happened. So yeah, so I'm just now getting into doing like stone designs and stuff like that. So I've been looking at some of the designs and things like that, and it is really hard to do. But if this is the look that she was going for, definitely you executed that. But if you were just kind of just putting rhinestones anywhere, just look into some rhinestone designs. Definitely looking at it currently while you guys are looking at it on the side of me. So they are a little flat. That is the first thing that I am noticing. Shaping is off. The shaping is off, but like I said, you just started in October. Your cuticle beads are really close to the cuticles. Okay, so the first thing that I will say that you can do to work on is definitely work on your shaping. Like, shaping is the most important. Like if your shaping is not good, your application is going on top of bad shaping, and no matter how much artwork, no matter how pretty your ombre is, no matter how pretty your foil paper is, like if the application is bad, like the artwork and everything on top of it is gonna look bad as well. So that is the first thing I will say to work on is your shaping. Work on your shaping. Do like boot camps, do like workshops with yourself, like work on shaping. Do like a stiletto set, do a coffin set, do a ballerina. Work on your shape, girl, and then work on your bead method. I personally do a 3-bead method. Some people do a 2-bead. It just depends. It depends also on like the client's nails as well and what I'm doing on like the method of like how I lay the acrylic. It's different depending on the person. But for longer nails, I usually do like a 3 to 4 bead method depending on the length. If I am using tips. So yes, definitely work on that first. Work on your bead placement, work on your shaping, then your bead placement, and then you can go on transition to the artwork. Like, don't just jump into it just so you can post pretty pictures and things like that. Like, people that really know nails are gonna look at this and be like, no, you know. But people that are just like, oh, look at the foil, that is really cute, like off the rip, like if I was just skimming, like I would be like, okay, this is really cute. But now that I'm looking, like, okay, yes, you gotta work on the fountain, you gotta work on that. And I'm not saying that to be like mean or anything like that. Like, we all started somewhere. My shaping was bad too, but someone had to tell me, you know, what to work on. So one thing that you did ask also in your submission is, what files do I use? I love using a 60 and I love using an 80 grit file when it comes to filing. You guys do know that I do not like using a drill. When it comes to my shaping, I strictly use my hand for filing. So that is the file that I personally like to use when it comes to my shaping. So definitely look and invest in those type of files. So I'm going to go on to the next picture. Okay, so we got some cute shorties right here, some short shorts. So we got some pink, blue, and white going on here. So I wanted to say something about the picture. I'm going to critique your picture, not so much your application and stuff. Like I said in the previous pictures, you can work on that. When it comes to your picture though, angles are everything, guys. You want to show off your best work. So positioning their fingers correctly, you want them to be kind of stiff. Like, you don't want them to be at like a weird angle, because like if I'm positioned like this, it's going to look like really bad. Like, you want them to be stiff. Like, you want to be stiff so you can get like a really good clear like clear picture. Like, you see how my fingers are kind of overlapping? That's because my fingers are literally crooked. Like, some of my fingers are like, my nail is straight but my fingers crooked. So like little things like that, you have to just place their fingers a certain way so the picture looks really, really good. Like the middle fingers, for instance, and the shadow, like the casting of the shadow and stuff like that. Like, this is really, I think the reason why I'm able to like critique it like this is because I'm visual with things. So I'm just looking at like the shadows and stuff like that, and it's not visibly aesthetically pleasing. So I would just position her fingers maybe a little bit more like slanted into the light, so you can focus more on like the dusty, like the dusty look that you're trying to go for. I would really angle her fingers like a little bit more straighter and more stiff, so you can like really get a good view of like your work. Okay, the last picture. This looks like yourself. The cuticles, again, look a little bit close, but I can't really tell, you know, it's a picture. But like I said, again, this is a little bit better with your shaping. A little bit better. I like your ombre. It's really pretty. But again, that's what you should focus on. One thing I will also say, starting off, start with short nails, because more people like short nails than longer. And that's if you're starting off. Now, if you do nail art and things like that, then of course, like, you can go on to the longer nails and stuff. If you have the clientele already asking for that, don't listen to me and just go ahead and do your long nails, girl. But you know, most people do ask for short nails when you are starting off. And two, it is good to learn, because believe it or not, short nails are harder to do than longer nails, because you have less room to work with. So yeah, that's one thing I will say about that. You did ask me about the Marquette transfer paper. I've used it one time. I personally did not like it. I used the Marquette transfer glue as well, and I just did not like it. I might have been using it wrong, but I don't really get too many clients that do ask for that. When it comes to transfer foils and things, I don't purchase that anymore. I personally make my own nail stickers and things like that. So I don't really buy those products. I don't really buy too many nail art products. I usually like do it myself, you know, painting and things like that, or I'll create a sticker or something like that for my clients with my Cricut machine. But yeah, that's what I personally do. I'm sorry I can't really answer the transfer glue question because I don't really do it. But you definitely can look into some other transfer glue companies, but I have worked with that one and I personally did not like it. Also keep in mind, look into the 60 and the 80 grit files for shaping. Also look into invest in some really good nail tips. Having good nail tips, not some flimsy little ones that might break, that don't hold really well. Like, get get some strong tips, get, you know, a really good file, get a straight edge pair of scissors. That's what I personally use when I am cutting my clients' nails and things like that. They're tips. So yeah, I'll be tagging you in this video. Definitely be confident. Don't give up, girl. Don't give up. Like, everybody starts somewhere. But yeah, I hope to see new submission from you, see your progress, see what you guys are doing with your progress for a lot of these videos that I am doing for you guys. I want to see where you guys are at now. So yeah, definitely submit again. I want to see where your shaping is now. Again, she submitted this in November, so this is at about a month of work. So yeah, I'm not gonna critique her too hard. Like, that's pretty good, girl. Like, you're starting off somewhere. So yeah, I would say start with like the little shorties, and then we can go on to the long, you know, va-va-voom stuff and getting into the nail art. But we all got to start somewhere. This is really, really good though. Thank you for submitting.